that everyone could know.
I go by Bianca Blue.
Bianca Blue. Okay. How do you know Gucci?
Me and Gucci, we shot in February and we shot in July.
Okay. Now you understand the recently there's a whole saga. There's a woman claiming that she contracted herpes from Gucci. What's your thoughts on that, and what's your experience with him?
My thoughts on what's going on right now is I'm actually still trying to see exactly what is real and what is not real. I'm with everybody else on this. As far as my experience with Gucci, it's been nothing but, I mean, we haven't ever had an issue. I've never caught anything from Gucci. The first time his test results were 72 hours too old for my liking. So
Chat,
we
what do you
shot
think here?
with
Do you
a
think this
condom.
guy is
The
innocent, or
first
like
time
did
I
he
shot
do
with
it?
him
Like
in
that's the real
February,
question.
it was no head, full condom scene. That's just that. So the second time I shot with him in July, we had full test results. We shot 7 scenes that day. It was like
Damn.
I was there for like, I think we were there in Houston for like 19 hours together, and then I went right back home, and it was no problems. He edits the content, he sends the content. Like, as far as a coworker in this, he's been nothing but 10 out of 10.
Hey,
Wait, hold on. Act, do you see her? I'm sorry. Nice to meet you. I'm Adin. Do you have a camera that you can display or no?
I do not want to be on camera currently because I wasn't really prepared to be on camera tonight.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, no, like literally, this is my first time even telling her about the stream, because when she found out about the situation, lots of now I was getting death threats, hate comments. She was one of the only people to call me, kind of just like telling me, okay, like Gucci, like you know, saying you could come out about your truth, you know, saying you could let everybody know.
Chat, what do you guys think about this? Like, be honest, right in the chat right now. Like, what do you guys think is going on? Do you think this guy really is getting all these OnlyFans stars like caught up?
So she mentioned that
he really that
the first time you guys shot, your
like,
tests weren't up to date for her liking.
You guys think that this guy is that dirty?
Is that normal for you? Where you might be about to film a scene with a woman, but maybe your test results isn't that current? Because again, we're at this stage of,
how often do you guys
and this
test
is where I'll
for
also
STDs,
bring her back into it. The thing about this herpes thing is that it's not always easily detected via tests. I think on the regular standard panel that most people have these tests done on, it's not even put on that. It's detected via a direct blood test, but even then, it has false positives. So sometimes even your primary care physician will be like unless you're having symptoms, they won't necessarily go out of their way and test for it. So I'm asking you, and I'm asking her, how confident is she that it seems like she's confident you maybe didn't have an outbreak, but is she confident you don't have herpes at all?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
So I was asking her.
Oh my God!
It seems like she was confident that you didn't have an outbreak, but I'm wondering how confident is she that she knows for a fact that you don't have the virus at all?
That is a very good question.
Is that a question for me?
So Akademiks is asking a great fucking question right now.
Yeah.
He is asking a spot-on question. This is real
how
shit.
confident am I that he does not have the virus at all? I don't know, because I would have to see his current test results, which, I mean, clearly we're all waiting for. The world is waiting for these test results.
Right. Gucci, what time tomorrow will you have the results?
I want to say afternoon, only because I know mornings, you know what I'm saying, like kind of usually backtrack. I usually get my results like 2 p.m., 3 p.m.
And by the way, Gucci, like, so in the porn community, they use like the same testing facility, right? Are you using that same testing facility, or are you using a private one where you have to? Because I think when they use the same one, go ahead.
There's 3 common places that a lot of people go.
Innocent or guilty, chat.
Tested.
Yo, what's going on, David? Thank you for tapping in and showing up. Let's get this. Let's get more information about this. I'm very curious to know
what
is going on with this guy. Like,
usually when I'm in Miami or let's say like LA, because I know it comes back quicker.
Like he's getting a 20 bag. LOL.
When I'm just like, saying back home, I go to my regular doctor.
So the one that you're waiting for tomorrow, because I believe what people have told me is that
chat. Is he reading a script right now?
Actually populates that other people can see it. That's within the industry. Are you going to that one or Empower, as you said, or are you going to your own private physician?
My own private.
So if you're going to your own private physician, is then upon you, like, how can we verify it? Because again, your private physician can.
Definitely.
How will we be able to verify it?
I believe I just have to pull up on my phone. Honestly, you can't fake the truth on the phone. When the truth is right there.
Really quick, I have a question for you, bro. So I want to know the first thing.
This
obviously,
is
like,
fucking nuts.
let's just say you are. It's a two-part question. Let's say tomorrow comes and your results are all negative.
On YouTube,
how are you going to take action? Are you going to countersue? Are you going to, like, I need to know what you're going to do, because it does. I understand where you're kind of coming from. You want to be done with this industry completely, but what is your exact first move as soon as you get caught innocent? And then I don't want to put this out there, but I'm just curious. What if you get caught being positive? It's just something that I gotta ask. I mean,
you think he fucking did it? Be honest.
Definitely. So
right
just
now,
like
let
you
me
said,
know.
there's
Do you
always
guys
two
think he
sides
fucking
to the
did
story. When I will be proven negative, I 100% want to quit OnlyFans, content, all that. I literally just want to stick to acting, pick up some more hobbies, pick up some more careers, probably like some music, acting, entertainment.
Here they go with
But
the fucking music.
my main goal right now
KSI?
will be to push safe sex. So I actually, it's funny, I've actually already been working on the condom brand, and as well too, I have launched hashtag or wrap it up NFT.
This is insanity.
You know what I'm saying? And, which I will be donating 10,000 in profits to sexual awareness companies.
Oh, so now you want to donate
just to clarify, because you did say you're going to a private physician. If the industry as a whole is unsatisfied, right? Because they're going to say, our eyes see this. And if your test that you present at that point say otherwise, they might say, we want you to be then retested via talent testing, which is something that is a industry standard rather than your... Yeah, are you down to get retested via the industry standard that they could also verify by?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
I've got
a condom NFT
testing multiple times.
Two side stories.
And by the way,
there is a video.
You also said that
shows bumps. A rebuttal video. Listen, I can't put it on the chat right now.
You say you're also like promoting a condom.
My TOS on YouTube.
Are you promoting anything that might? Because here's the thing: what people might not know. And it's not a laughing matter, brother.
Allegedly,
we're serious.
The thing that I'm not laughing at. No, I'm not laughing at. Really?
3,000 different broads.
Don't do that.
No,
this is
don't do that shit, bro. I laughed at the part where you said. No. I'm laughing at the part where it's about an NFT. Can you guys let me finish? Holy shit, bro! It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. But you're making an NFT. You're making an NFT out of a condom, bro. How can I not laugh at that? You're making an NFT out of a condom. You're making an NFT out of a condom, bro. You're not taking it seriously. You're making you're trying to profit off of this whole thing. You're making an NFT out of a. See, you're laughing. You know it's a joke, bro.
Wait, hold on.
Bro.
I didn't want to ask,
real shit,
because
my heart,
condoms doesn't necessarily prevent herpes transmission. I know the current conversations about.
I couldn't keep it in with the
HSV too. Have you thought about that in?
Wait, he's doing an NFT.
Oh, he's
trying to push to help safe sex, because some people might.
Okay. Talk about if I was to be positive. Of course, like if I was to be positive, I mean positive or negative, I still want to bring awareness to this, because like this is something that not even just the community, like as like OnlyFans content creators, but the whole world does not know about HSV. If they do not know about something, it's like it's gonna keep spreading. It's like,
hey, I wanted to ask you.
I want to know the truth,
and I don't know if you're gonna answer it in a way that I think you'll answer, but I ask it anyway.
Because I can't fucking believe this right now.
I thought ahead of you coming on here tonight, a possible answer you would say is that, hey, listen, there is a very taboo thought about HSV. Oh, sorry. I thought you were gonna say there's a very taboo thinking of the public about HSV2, not only in the world but in the industry. How much percentage in the OnlyFans industry do you think may have?
We already spoke on that. You doing?
No. I'm talking about HSV2. You spoke about HSV1, which you said closer. I'm talking about HSV2. How many people in the OnlyFans community do you think that maybe they don't film during an outbreak? Maybe they're not, because again, this is something where if you don't have an outbreak, you kind of like hide.
On God, this shit is crazy.
How much people
around my life
think? Because now it's becoming a big deal because essentially they're saying someone filmed with it.
What's the percentage for HSV2?
If it wasn't this film, they would never know.
HSV2 percentage.
So how much people do you think in the OnlyFans community?
A lot of people.
Wow, it's still pretty popular, bro.
Like, keeping it real, Adam, a lot of people.
Who the fuck?
Nobody will say nothing. People who do not even do content, they barely even get tested. I got friends, I'll literally ask them, like, when's the last time you got tested? They'll tell me, like, 3 years.
That's not true. If you're an expert in this
fucking field, about 12% of people under the age of 50 have HSV2. So HSV2 is very unlikely. It's 12% in people. So
yeah, I don't think HSV2 is very common. I mean, I think HSV1 is very common, but I don't think 2.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You said sorry?
No. I was just telling you, academics, the percentage how much HSV2 is common.
Hey, Adin, you know why I asked that?
Why?
Listen, I hear the conversations that happen in the industry. I would go to say at least 40% of motherfuckers in the industry got that.
What?
You think?
Whoa.
I'm talking about music industry.
Oh, hell.
Wait, because I could name you. Hold on. I could name you like all the
he's cooking people right now.
I could name you 20 popular Instagram models that the word is they have it, and every time I see a new nigga fucking them, I'm like, if I'm hearing that, they must have heard it, which means maybe they both got it. And it's something that, you know, it's more taboo in the outside world than the industry.
Like, and it's like, I don't get that, because it's like, we regularly have to get tested. As a content creator, as a porn star, you got to get tested at least twice a month. As a rapper, just a known person, like, nobody's literally, like, requiring you to have your test requirements. Just like I said, Danae Davis never even showed me a test. I'm not even sure if she even got tested ever before me. That's what I'm saying. Like,
what's the deal with her
having HIV, I'm not denying her as a victim. I respect that, but still, she does not have to be my victim. She's been with.
What musicians have it,
Davis has been with constant rappers. Blueface. I'm not.
Doesn't NBA Youngboy have herpes?
I'm not about to sit here and drop names, but come on, like, we ain't about to do that.
Hey, based on the timeline, right? And I'm pretty sure you've seen her videos and stuff like that. Do you believe that she contracted? You said,
yeah, I seen her videos. I've been seeing her.
You said she might be a victim, just not your victim. Do you think she contracted that before you or after you? And were you worried? Because again, if she has it and she fucked you, you don't seem too worried. But are you like, God damn, like, did this chick burn me? Because she claiming you burned her.
Like,
you guys think Diddy's involved in this in some way?
Just like I said, I literally just got tested, so I'm waiting on my results too.
Are you worried? And if you did contract it, would you think that she gave it to you?
For sure, I would know she gave it to me. In 2023, I already was tested for HSV1 and 2. I was negative.
I don't even know how I feel about this anymore. This is just fucking crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
He showed it to me.
This shit's just fucking wild.
Yeah.
I was watching.
This is clearly wild.
Okay, so it's a possibility that she's blaming you while the whole time she gave it to you. If you have it, not saying you do. Not saying you do.
Got it. So there's a world then. There's a world that she also could have given it to you. Well, I don't want to put. I hope nobody gets it. First of all, I hope. Man, this is crazy.
Well, I do want to ask this question. So, if okay, she claims she has it. we're just gonna go on an imagination, right? World. If you do have it, I know you say you're quitting, but let's just say any OnlyFans male star, especially someone of your magnitude, if they did have or contracted HSV2, would that be a career ender, or would it just mean you have to take more precautions? Like, would people still film with you? And I guess I could ask that to that young lady who's here. If she knew you had it, would she still film with you?
Can we get W's in the chat for Pure Chan, please?
Chat, what other girls do you guys want to know?
Can we get the W's in the chat for Pure Chan?
That's
That
what
is the best chat comment of the night so far. Why is Akademiks in there? Didn't he sexually assault someone?
Who are HSV2 positive, who steal from content, yes, they do have to, take more precautions.
She said sex. No, I don't think she had it.
Wearing condoms, dealing with a partner who also has HSV2. In my case, the only reason I
think? This guy came, he's seen this desperate little fucking whore. He saw an opportunity to make content.
Kind of like,
Platinum Max, get checked, bro. You're sending me too many girls, bro. Go get checked.
Just like I said,
I love you, but goddamn, bro.
He was going crazy like that. Hey, he was like that. That was like him in the video.
Everybody asked me this, and everybody accused me of this, and it's true.
He's going like a fucking maniac if you watch that video.
I'm a little alarmed that you're gonna quit, because OnlyFans does seem like a free bag. It seems like you might have been making like 6 figures a month, right? Or maybe like close to it.
Derby.
Like, you look like you were doing pretty good. So you're down. You're down with walking away from 6 figures a month. Are you gonna close your OnlyFans page, or just allow it to still accumulate whatever revenue it still has?
How much is he getting paid a month?
I might delete it.
Wow.
What? Wow.
How much? Even my Twitter, like it was to the point where I was just making even more money just offering promotions than just like
chat. The girl wants to come on.
Really?
Danae Davis would like to come on.
Yeah. Because it sounds crazy, but a lot of people watch porn, but they watch Twitter.
Yeah.
So they see me on Twitter. Like, listen, like if you go on my Twitter right now, you see like my videos have like 5 million views.
That boy
about to have traffic. They're not about to have 5 million views, but of course, like the money is still going to generate from OnlyFans, because that's more so like a porn website where you can just go on there and you know what you're going in there for.
Hey, we could just do ballpark. Would it be safe to say you made over 5 million, 10 million during your career? Because people are looking at you like LeBron. Niggas is kind of like, yo, damn.
I don't even compare him to LeBron James. Are you guys nuts?
3,000.
You guys are comparing him to LeBron James?
Say again?
You said what?
How many? How much money have you, like, approximately 5-10 million from OnlyFans career?
LeBron, that's crazy. You guys are comparing him to fucking LeBron James? How much?
Nice.
Huh?
Respectable.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I'm more so thinking of just like investing. Listen, like I never looked at OnlyFans money as like the real money. This was just money just to generate, to make more money.
I always wondered. Wait, he's lagging. Do you see him, or is he lagging for you?
I do see him. Go ahead though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who, I'm lagging?
No, you're good now. You're good. I always wondered, were you ever scared or nervous for your family members to see your dick?
Definitely. Who the fuck wants their mama to go on social media and somebody is showing them?
Yo, W. Aiden for that comment. Aiden's golden. He's a genius. I swear to God.
And some pussy.
Yeah.
People are crazy. And it's like they're like, come on, you gotta think about it. I'm Nigerian, so this is already a taboo. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. Like, this is already a taboo. So when this whole thing is going on, like, people even harassing my family, sending pictures, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
Nigerian.
Yeah.
And by the way, they have a whole list on Twitter where they're claiming that you have a list of victims. It's over 50 people.
Yo, somebody link the list of victims in the chat right now.
Could you hear me?
Somebody link the list of victims in the chat right now.
I think now it should be good. Gucci, could you hear me?
Gucci.
Aiden, maybe you can ask him.
Can you hear?
What I was
Go ahead.
Yeah, what I was trying to ask is that
By the way, while you guys are in here, we're doing a giveaway.
All right,
I'm
sorry.
Once we break
They had a
100K
list on
subscribers,
Twitter
we're giving
where
away
they
a brand new
listed,
PS5.
and again, obviously, they were saying all your victims. Has any of those women came out to be like, oh?
Pause. Okay, so you got Danae Davis at number 1. You got Lisa Ayres at number 2. Yanni Maj, Bianca Blue, Slutty Jen, Sexy Red. What? Sexy Red is on that list? Honey Tsunami, That's Nasty, I'm the Boss, Dreams Runs, Reese's Pieces, Willow Ryder, I've heard of her, she's on Pornhub. Subgirl, Kayla Jade East, heard of her. Never heard of her, never heard of her, heard of her, never heard of her, never heard of her, never heard of her, heard of her, heard of her. What the fuck is that? What the hell is that? What the hell is that?
Me and Sexy Red are cool. Fuck her.
Okay.
It's cool people. Like, just somebody, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Because trust me, there's a whole bunch of women he didn't seem with.
Good, because Adin got a big old crush on Sexy Red, and if she was burning, he would be mad. Look at this nigga.
All right, what about Selena Powell?
Yo, Selena Powell definitely.
Oh, hell no.
God. Give me something. She's an industry slut. That is the grindiest girl in the industry,
bro.
She gets rich.
No, well, I mean,
shit.
hey, listen. A lot of people are just looking at the picture, and again, we're gonna have it's word versus word, right? We have your word. You're saying, hey, the last time you were tested for that, you're clear of HSV2. We have the 2023 report, and let me ask you a question. Why didn't you get a updated test in 2024 for HSV2? I know I did say that it's not regular and frequent, but people are just inquiring.
Actually, yeah. So just like as I mentioned before, 2 out of 3 people already have
and claimed
HSV.
Send results and never
So
he deserves to go to jail. The truth will come out.
As content
I like the
creators,
nervous laugh, Gucci.
We usually do not even test for that.
Is there a cure for HSV2?
Everybody already has it, and when you're trying to get
on
a
God,
full
he's spazzing out.
it's like
he's not even
like, it's
telling the
gonna
truth.
pop up on there. It's like, but then you show your partner, you're like, okay, it's HSV1. Okay. So every time I do get tested now, I just go for a full panel. But I get a full panel. My full panel is always clean. The reason I did now is, of course, it's like I said, it's like most content creators, we don't really test for that. Like,
see, this is where it gets
again,
spooky.
You're the person. Like, I see these headlines. They're like, this guy infected the whole industry. Now, anyone who's a content creator, they're being asked about you. You're being labeled as, it almost seems like some really evil guy who just infected a bunch of women.
This is where it gets
I know you spoke to Adin about what you first thought about that, but what do you think about being the face of, like, really the STDs in the OnlyFans community right now?
Very devastating, very disgusting. But of course, just like you said, there's rumors about everybody. They say this about that person, say this about
another pod real quick.
The truth is always going to come to light. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they're always going to need somebody to blame, somebody to point a finger at. I don't mind being that guy, because at the end of the day, just like a man, you know what I'm saying, I can always come up, say if I'm wrong, say if I'm right. I'm not doing this to win justice. Just like I said, she still is the victim, and like we need to bring awareness to this. I'm glad that I guess I got the position, because now I can come up here as a man and speak on it, because I know nobody would. Nobody would.
Right.
And by the way, she also shared a few messages. She didn't say who it was from. But there was someone who messaged her, and the guys, I guess the girl said, "Hey, love,
bro, Danae wants to come. Should I just add her in? I don't want to ambush him though.
Gucci gave you. I did a collab with him in March because I was extremely drunk. I begged him to delete the video because I'm not into content creating. He published our video and it went viral without my consent. They seemed to send a message between you and the girl. Did you know who that could be from? And what was that story?
Yes. Yes. So this.
Go ahead. Sorry, bro. Go ahead. My bad.
He's gonna add her in.
So yes. So this actually was a collaboration.
Nigeria after interview. He like you thought. See my test.
We both.
Yo, can we get a W's in the chat for David? He's been keeping the fucking chat alive with that shit.
Should we ambush chat?
Ambush.
She messaged me probably like a week.
Everybody write ambush in the chat.
she said she wasn't sure how to make money off it. Like she was like that basically she was trying to post it on sites on like OnlyFans or whatever.
They're about to add another person into this right now.
So I kind of just like I was kind of like walking her down.
I don't want to interfere with this so you guys can see everything. This is crazy. Everybody's streaming this right now.
She still wasn't making any money. So she told me about the video. She was like, she doesn't want her facing that light. You know what I'm saying? She wants the video deleted. And mind you, as a content creator, when you sign, you know what I'm saying, model releases, you kind of already like, you know what I'm saying, regulate the work. It's like you have ownership to the work.
Okay.
I still deleted the video. I deleted everything. But then when this came out, because she didn't make the money she wanted,
what's up with this NFT
come
thing?
Up with a story. And also, I have proof for
Aiden, I'm praying for you, bro, because this mofo gets
Aiden.
All right, well, Aiden's not involved in this anymore.
I'm let you leave the show,
but that this guy did not sleep with Sky.
Adam 22 is also in the porn industry. He's down to hop on. He could probably.
Adam 22 is about to get on here too.
I just don't do porn.
This is a good.
I don't want you to leave so far. You know, Danae wants to join. Tell her side. I understand you don't want to be here for that.
I'm not here with her today. I would rather be on her with her tomorrow.
All right, so we'll interview Danae, Ak, and then we'll interview Danae right now, and then Ak, you and I will interview both of them tomorrow. I think that you guys, once you have your test results and you want to come back and show them to Danae and you and me and Akademiks in the world, I think that's what we do. I think as of right now, we just have to wait on these results to come back.
Hear you?
Can you hear me?
Okay, bet. I bet. So send me your number. So we can put it together.
We will. Tomorrow, then, we will add you in. All right, man?
All right, so Danae's about to come in here right now.
I'm going to add Danae in here. Hey, Prismel, can you please give me roles?
Love.
All right, love. Ak, what do you think, bro?
I'm going to be honest with you, brother. And this is why I was calling you way earlier when I initially said I wanted to be a part of this. I felt like I knew what his angle was going to be. And I think he's doing
looking at his bags.
The girl that came out and said this, I don't know if she thought about it. I don't know if this is Danae joining now. But she had to realize the dude is not going to come on here and be like, of course I gave it to her.
Right.
If anything, he was going to be like, yeah, that nasty bitch started from somebody else.
Of course
I might be a victim. So again, and this was the only part I wanted to ask. I'm not a journalist in that sense, but ask some question because I think he was going to spin the public with them not knowing about like HSV2 in the sense of, yeah, you could seemingly not have it, but have it. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And because he came on here saying that he had a 2023 test, but he's talking about HSV1, right? And he's like, well, everybody got like a cold sore. No, we're talking about genital herpes here.
Correct.
So
HSV2, which is HSV2. Hey, hold on real quick. Hey, Danae, how are you?
I'm actually more than great now, actually. Thank you guys so much for giving him a platform to do this. I really am so grateful. You guys don't understand how much
I'd
this
hit
has
it
helped
raw
me with
TBH
my
from
situation.
MPLS.
So I just
Bro,
want
some
to
of you guys
express
are
admiration.
crazy.
I know Akademiks.
Aiden's community is out of this world,
but you are doing an amazing thing for us. I don't want to cry. I don't want to get emotional on here. I just want to state facts.
Here come the scripted tears.
And else.
100%. And again, it only makes sense to have you on. I obviously want to hear both sides. And, I don't know were you being sarcastic by saying thank you to platforming him, or are you actually being serious?
No, I'm being so serious.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of girls that have been in the same circumstance as me, and they just haven't conjured up the confidence. They didn't have the people around them to tell them, like, listen, it's okay that you went through this. And I was blessed enough to be in that predicament where my mother was like, listen, I'm behind you full-fledged. I have friends that are behind me 100% waiting to drop videos and proof and everything like that. So it's just like, I literally can't express my gratitude enough.
So she's got a big plan to do this.
So talk us through, hold on, talk us through exactly everything. Let's go from the beginning. I want to know because obviously, tomorrow his results come out and yeah. So I want to know like from the jump exactly, if you don't mind telling the story for everyone that doesn't know. Go ahead.
So as far as the story with Gucci goes, Basically, as many people know, Deshae Frost gave me the opportunity to go on his show, and there I broadcasted my personality. I made a name for myself through what we did on the stream and everything like that. And can I clear up this speculation real quick about Deshae? So me and Deshae did have sex, protected while we were on his show in November of 2023. I contracted HSV2 February 10th, 2024. I did not know that I had it until late March. I cannot give you the exact date yet. I have to go to Piedmont Urgent Care and get that exact date so I can have that exact receipt for you. Right?
Okay.
The last time me and him had vaginal sex was November of 2023. So he does not have HSV.
You said vaginal sex. Did you guys later on have oral sex?
Yes.
Okay. And when did you guys have oral sex?
June.
Okay. A few months ago.
But only oral.
Okay.
Only oral.
Hey man, so again, there's gonna be a lot of sex education that's kind of have to be given to like the mass audience who just don't know. There's a lot of taboo stuff. So you said you contracted it from your knowledge in February. How could you prove, or how would you be able to prove when you contracted it? Because from my understanding of that virus is that someone may have it for a unlimited amount of time, but might only know once they have an outbreak. So how did you know that you contracted it at that time, as opposed to maybe you had it all along and the symptoms presented itself at that time?
Akademiks is asking good questions right now.
Went to the urgent care and got tested.
He's asking great questions right now, chat.
So with collaborating with Gucci was the first person I've ever seen an active lesion on, or a lesion ever in my life, with a sexual partner that I've engaged with. A friend of mine, whenever I was in high school, contracted HSV, and I saw her lesions, but it looked nothing like his. It was brand new. It was not a healed sore or nothing. He was the first person I've ever had sex with that I saw something like that with. Not only that, a few days, my first time that I ever experienced any kind of irritant was 5 days after I first had sex with Gucci. On February 15th, I thought that I split open my vagina because whenever we were having sex, I couldn't finish because it hurt so bad. I literally thought that I split it open. It started bleeding and everything. I was so dry whenever everything happened. It literally was so confusing to me. And by then, I had already asked him what it was on his penis. No, I did not ask him the first time we had sex what it was on him. But it was his job as a person who knows, and I don't care what you say, Gucci.
She's got a good point.
Respectfully.
She's got a great fucking point. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. She has a great point.
Ran yourself in circles on the stream all night.
Could we go through that portion? Because he said you were aware of the open sore or cut or lesion. He said he had told you that, and you had said, I watched some of your videos. You said that he had told you that he nicked himself while shaving his shaft. And he came on the stream to say, after that, because y'all filmed 5 scenes, and you could confirm and deny any of these things I'm saying, but I'm just stating what he said. He said maybe while you were giving him fellatio, your teeth worsened the open cut that made it appear like that on the last video. What's your response to all that, man?
My response is that he did not say anything about his lesion or his sore whenever we first engaged in sexual contact.
At all?
It wasn't at all. It wasn't until February 14th whenever we were laying in bed.
Did you notice it? Did you notice?
Yes, I did see it. My thought process whenever I was coming into it was this was my first professional collab. The collaborations that I had prior were all romantic.
In all honesty, she's a fucking whore anyway. So
have sex with on camera.
Disgusting sex worker to be
exact.
I,
had sex with
I don't really have much more to say about this. She's 100% definitely guilty too. I mean, listen, they're both in the wrong.
So whenever I
don't know how to really describe it.
I assumed that it was a safe space.
Did you do what did you think it was? Because you did see it. So what did you think that it was?
I honestly, whenever I was going into it, I really didn't think much of it. It wasn't. So what's crazy is the reason what made me ask is because I don't know if I can show the videos anymore, right? But it changed. What it was the first day that I met him turned into 3 different things, you know? I didn't know what it was, what that was on his dick. At first, it was just one little
Now she's saying
circle.
she has
You can
no
see
clue
in the
what was on
pictures
his
that
dick.
I posted in that black outfit.
Excuse me, chat.
You could see that the lesion looked like one little scab. If you scroll over with me in the pink dress, that was the day, February 14th.
I thought it was a red dress.
You can see that the lesion
colorblind?
turned into 3 separate placements. If I have to,
This is
just
fucking
asking
crazy.
for clarification. So when I was listening to him, and maybe I don't know if Aiden got a different conception of what he was saying. So this, you said y'all filmed several times. I thought it was the same day. You're saying this was over several days.
yes, I filmed with Gucci. The first day we filmed 3 sets. 3 sets. So it was the one that went mega viral with the tan and blue outfit, and then we filmed the black set with the black and the fishnets, and then we filmed another set in the same B&B with red. We filmed 3 sets that day.
Red.
That
That's
day
the one that's all over
me
Twitter.
to fly out to Houston and spend the week with him, and I agreed. I packed up my bags, I packed up my Airbnb, and I literally flew out there. And there we filmed 2 sets. 3 actually. One was one in the red set. Another one was while I had a pink dress on, and the other one was a threesome while we were drunk.
Who's the other girl that was in the threesome?
And
anybody know who the other girl was?
It
that
was
in that
in
threesome?
Houston that you said, "Hey, your penis looked like this the first night, but now you're noticing some difference."
This man
That's
Aiden got the scrambled eggs.
That's not exactly what I said. No, that's not how it went. I literally, whenever I was laying there, I noticed, because over time I noticed that he was like messing with himself. Right? I noticed that he would like put his hand down there. Now I know he was itching it.
So he was itching it. You saw him itch it. You saw him start to itch it.
He said he started itching.
I saw him put his hand down there and fix himself, and now I know that that's a discreet way to scratch your herpes sore.
Got it.
So I asked him, I was like, hey, what is that on your dick? I didn't say, oh, it changed over time. No. I just said, what is that on your dick? He said, oh, I cut myself while shaving.
Oh, I got
oh,
answers.
That's crazy. But Aiden, I completely believe you whenever you say that you get hair on your dick.
I do.
I have an ex that had hair on his dick.
Yes.
So whenever I heard that, I was like, no, I've met a man that had hair on his dick before. And I know it's very rare because I've had sexual partners, numerous sexual partners in the past. There's only one man that I came in contact with that had that, but it's still possible. And you guys can get a doctor to come on here and talk about it.
So that's why,
real.
but that's why you were kind of like not really like freaking out, because you thought, oh wow, maybe that's just what it was. I understand.
On top of that, he's one of the biggest porn stars in the game.
So you're like, yeah, you're thinking like, oh, there's no way, because he's one of the biggest porn stars in the game. There's no way he can have that. Got it.
I'm 19 years old. This is my first collaboration. I didn't even know that I was supposed to go to talent testing or clear. Bianca Blue, actually, the person that you brought up here, I actually had a conversation with her a little bit afterwards. I would have to check what date it was, but I already told her that he had herpes. She was there the night before I linked up with him. If we compare dates, she was there the night before. If not, she was there 2 nights before, but she was in that range. She was there. And
do you believe he had sex with her during that time?
He had sex with her while he had that outbreak, but she didn't see it. She told me herself she didn't see it, even whenever we spoke about it. And I showed her the videos. She actually saw more videos than the rest of the world saw. She was like, oh my gosh, what the fuck? She even confirmed to me, yeah, that looks like herpes. That's why she's not going to sit up here and say, I don't think he has herpes. She's not going to say that. She's not going to corroborate his story because she knows what I told her back whenever I was still devastated about what happened to me.
Do you think she got paid off, or do you think she's just keeping her mouth shut for a specific reason? Why would she say otherwise?
I have no idea. I don't know this girl from really a can of paint. This was just somebody that I wanted to let aware because she was a collaboration of his. After I caught HSV, I actually reached out to numerous porn stars. I met some porn stars in person, like on a whim, randomly, and I told them my story. This story was not necessarily a secret.
This is actually insane.
The porn community, especially if I came across you and I came in contact with you, I did tell. I told as many people as I could. It just didn't get far enough.
Got it.
I have a theory, and I'm gonna parlay into a question. So, if what you're saying is right, and even about this Bianca Blue girl who was just on here, and she might have been exposed to it. Who knows if she did contract the virus, or who knows if she
Dave,
had
that's a
virus
good
already,
question.
because we all know how the virus presents itself. I think the question here also becomes, because I have a theory that there is, and that's why I asked him, I said, how many people you think are in this industry, especially of OnlyFans,
Who's telling the truth,
that
chat?
you think might
Somehow the
have the
Jets
virus,
lose by
but that
three.
might just be
Danae.
selected to say,
Amazing.
hey, okay, you know, Danae wants to shoot with me. I'm having an outbreak. I'm gonna just tell her next week when I'm good, or 2 weeks, whatever the time it is. I feel like, you know, you're the most vocal person that's out in it, and here's the question: why did you out it? And do you think that there are people that are being silent because there's almost a scarlet letter on you right now, while other people are like, yeah, he gave me the joint too, but I'm gonna keep it low because I'm still gonna be able to work.
Right.
Now, when people think of you, they instantly think of that.
Mm-hmm. So basically, it was built up over time. Whenever I first contracted the virus, I really did want to speak out, but because of the people around me, the people I was messing with and everything like that, they didn't want, like what's going on right now, they didn't want the world to think they had herpes too, because I had herpes. So I was really saving other people's asses that I was around. And also, I was also way too afraid to just come out because OnlyFans is my main source of income. I am the
You have to
breadwinner
pay
in my
rent.
family. Even at 19,
No
20 years
time
old, I
waiting
was still
for
the breadwinner in my
outbreak.
family. My mom was being assisted and everything like that. I didn't just feel comfortable going out and saying, oh yeah, I had herpes. Victims of sexual assault, victims of things
What do
like
you guys
this
think our
don't
parents
just come
thinks
out
right now?
blatantly immediately. Even then, even whenever I wanted to, didn't mean that I was going to go and do it.
Like, in all honesty,
It was
what
just
do you guys
something
think
in my
her
heart that
parents
I knew
think
that I
right
wanted
now?
to do.
So you speaking up now, what's changed, right? Obviously, the whole world is. You're not. By the way, I want to let you know it's very. I'm gonna let you speak on you know what you want to speak on. Actually, no. Matter of fact, I'll hold my thought. You tell me what you're just about to say. Go ahead.
Okay, so about a month ago, the only other man that I publicly
I'm gonna go grab
had
my water bottle.
unprotected sex with after I caught herpes, at Touch Money V, he does not have herpes either. He called me and he was like, I need to let you know something that's been weighing on me. There's another girl saying that Gucci gave her herpes, but she's not going to come out and say it. It's this white girl, and I don't necessarily want to say her name. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy, because that is her story and what she wants to tell. But there were rumors that he already gave somebody else herpes, right? And so I was like, oh my gosh. So I was right, because whenever I first caught it, I was like, what if he's doing it to a ton of people? And then after that, he had a collaboration that I noticed, and she's some porn star's baby mother or something like that. And I noticed that she quit OnlyFans after working with him. That's another thing that I noticed. And then he posted a collaboration with a girl that I was mutually associated with online. She was another girl that I was afraid possibly got exposed to HSV2. And at that time, it was to the point where it was like, I felt like if I found out another girl caught it after me, it
Stop.
would
It's not
destroy
her.
me. And if I'm being honest, it has happened. And there are
She
people.
seems too friendly,
that
though. If he
they
deceived
know
her, I'm
that it was
confused.
him.
Are you pressing charges
But
or not?
as
Jeez.
far as their
Good question. I
careers,
want to know. Is she going to
they're
press
not
charges?
willing to jeopardize their reputation. They're not willing to change their career right now. They don't want the hate that's going on, because I'm sure everybody is watching what's going on, how people are talking about me and my situation. These girls don't want to be publicly humiliated. There are other women that are too afraid to speak up. And
Little hydrogen water for this, so
eventually,
we can keep watching.
after this live stream,
Shout out
I
to
have
Gary Brecka. This
really
shit
a
is
really good
fire.
feeling that they might come out and say what they need to say. But that's basically why I came out.
Real quick,
40,
how many girls?
we
would you
got
say
39
that
viewers in the chat. Thank you guys for
that
tapping in with us
associate
tonight,
themselves
watching
with
the stream.
that you think may
We're
have
gonna have
it?
more crazy 40 viewers in the
That I
chat right now.
think,
Thank you guys all for tapping
or
in with
that
us
I
right
know.
now.
So
All my
that you
social
know so
links are
far.
posted below in the bio.
Both.
Well,
Stay tuned. This
well,
is about to get
allegedly,
crazier.
no, whatever,
Now we're
'cause
gonna
I
find
don't
out if the
necessarily
allegations are
know if
actually
these
true.
girls are
Nope, they're
completely
boarding
telling
the
the
plane
truth,
together. I
but
did
I
not know
do
it looked
believe
similar.
them.
I saw it before. Confused.
Right now, I have 3 people confirmed that
Wow.
are telling me that they got it from him, and tested positive after they collabed with him. All of which are on the fence about pressing charges. But I want to say something, and I want to show something real quick.
How
Just
can you be
because
on the
he
fence
did
about
try to
pressing
just say
charges, though? Like,
that
if this is
weird
something
stuff
like this
about,
serious,
oh
like,
yeah, she probably
wouldn't you
did
want
it
to take
me.
this to a
So
level that
I'm
actually
gonna go
makes
on my
sense?
plus diagnostics. Mind you, I did not know about talent testing or clear whenever
Okay.
this happened. So I'm gonna log in because this man for some reason didn't want to show himself logging in. Little reminder, if you go on Twitter, you'll see that he was known whenever his name was Mandingo Gucci for faking his test results. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind.
Mandingo
But
Gucci.
if you do your research on him, but watch, it's signing in. Give me a second. But I will show you that
Mandingo
March 1st,
Gucci was his
2024,
name.
I was still negative for HSV2 and HSV1.
And then you have
I-
and then what was the date that you tested positive for it?
On God, is she pressing charges?
As soon as I call, because I will call the place. I did not get an actual.
Okay.
I didn't get on here. I got a phone call that I tested positive for it.
Okay.
It's not working. Hold on, give me a second. It's literally loading.
Sure.
I don't know why this is being crazy. But
it's a great question. Is she gonna press charges?
Can you ask about the Melt situation? Did you? Because I know who Melt is. Is that somebody that you had sex with, not knowing that you had HSV2, or what happened with that?
No. Well, respectfully, I really didn't want to talk about that man because he is clout chasing. He's actually started to burn a lot of.
Oh, we're about to break 50 viewers in the chat.
For some reason.
Okay.
Stream likes this.
I'm not really sure.
You guys
why.
love this fucking OnlyFans drama.
Hey, so I wanted to.
Can we ask only questions?
Hold on. She got it right here. Let's see.
Okay, so we're gonna scroll to
24. We see it. Yep.
View.
Okay.
Wait a second. So I want you to see hepatitis B. So we're gonna go to HSV1 and 2. I was still negative.
Got it.
For both.
Got it.
3/1/2024. Gucci, if you get that positive result tomorrow, you did not get it from me, boo. Respectfully. But
how much do you trust that he's going to his private physician rather than one of these industry standards? He said he's going to a private physician, so he's going to have to share his results rather than something that could be verified, or something that's more industry standard. What's your thoughts about that?
Who's guilty, Chad?
My thoughts are
I think they're both guilty, honestly.
Somebody's guilty.
Documented as a liar. Like there are numerous accounts saying that he's lied to people's faces. So I don't trust him in the slightest.
I think they're both guilty. If you
not a word that this man says anymore. I will ever believe unless I have proof from not only him but a third party that has nothing to do with his personal life. Nothing. That is the only time I will believe that anything that comes out of his mouth. I know that from this man.
Danae, are you going to continue to be doing OnlyFans and content like that, to that matter? Are you going to continue to do so even though you tested positive for HSV2? I just want to know, what does the future look like for you?
So as far as collaborations, I've stopped for months. The last collaboration that I had was with Touch Money V a couple months ago. I think it was about 3 months ago. I have not done an actual sexual collaboration in a couple months. I do not plan on continuing collabs. I do plan on keeping my OnlyFans up, and I may drop.
She's claiming she's going to stop doing collaborations
if I choose to, but that is now something that I do want to leave behind. Because it has caused some trauma in my life. And I also...
Can I ask you about that last collab? You said the last collab with Touch Money V, that was after you reportedly contracted the virus. Were you upfront with him and saying, hey, listen, I got this? Or yes. Did you not know yet? And he was okay with it?
I was completely aware that I had HSV, and not only that, I was telling people. By the time that I came in contact with Touch Money V, he was already mutual friends with people who were talking about it in front of him, that I caught HSV2 from Gucci. So he hit me up in my DM, texted me, telling me that he wanted to collab with me, and he was like, but I have a couple questions. I didn't even tell him about my HSV2 diagnosis. He asked me, hey, I heard this. Is this true?
Wow.
And I told him yes. And then afterwards, he still decided he wanted to still collaborate. He was completely aware. I even told him to make himself completely comfortable because he was in his head at the time. He even called his doctor himself, and his doctor told him that if she doesn't have an outbreak or is about to get an outbreak, the chances of you catching HSV2 is low. It's actually down to 10%. Even if if it's a viral shedding episode,
That's
it is
what
still
I'm
low
saying. She's
at
a clean
10%.
cappuccino.
Got you. Well, sorry, I just had one question here. What is the situation regarding the Matt situation? Who's Matt, and what's the situation regarding Matt?
Who's Matt?
So much plug types. Something about he ate your ass.
Oh, you're talking about Melt. Okay. Literally.
Where did these names
He literally
come from?
ate my ass in January or February before I collabed with Gucci. I never had sex with Melt again. I never even seen Melt again after I freaking collabed with Gucci.
Normal names
He is completely in the clear of HSV. He's literally just talking about how I got karma for telling people that he ate my ass.
Got it.
I have the girl that
Boy's face fell off.
you guys were also addressing earlier about her being a content creator, or he said that it was a collaboration. She's calling me right now. Can I answer?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so basically I'm on stream right now. Do you want to defend yourself or do you want to say anything? They can hear you, just a warning.
They don't know who I am though, right?
No, I'm not gonna they only know your abbreviation. AAY.
Okay, so I mean, I was with him like last year, and I guess he got mad at me about something, so he just now decided to release the video. And he told me, I'm gonna send you the video. If you don't want it released, I'm not gonna release it. So a few months later is when he decided to release the video, and it went viral.
Did he release it anyway?
I think he did release the video. Take it down. He published it. I guess he sold it to some type of porn site, and it went viral from there. And I begged him for months to take the video down. Oh, you got to talk to my management team. You got to talk to da. He kept dubbing me and pushing me off for months. So long story short, I was just like, all right, I'm gonna get my lawyer involved. So he was just like, oh, I don't have time to deal with that. I'll take it down. He never took the video down until the other day. So then I told him, like, bro, I am pregnant. I can't be dealing with none of this shit that you're talking about. Like, block my number. So I go to the doctor every 2 weeks because I'm pregnant, and they've taken my blood. They've taken all my urine samples. They did anal swabs. They did vaginal swabs. Nothing came back, but it's just, why are you ignoring me?
Wow.
Yeah, they heard everything.
Yes. Hey, Danae, you said something on Twitter, so I want to ask how you rationalize it, right? Because Gucci says she might be a victim, she's not my victim. That's his statement. What you did say is that you are a victim, but you also said that it was your fault.
Kid,
and I think some people might be having a hard time rationalizing what that means. If you're a victim, how could it be your fault, right? So how do you look at the entire situation, in the aftermath?
So I live my life trying to hold myself accountable in every situation that I'm in, whether or not I am the main problem or I'm the smallest problem.
David,
I was always taught that, especially whenever I was young. I grew up around dysfunctional people. So you learn how to break generational curses as you get older. And so I can completely understand that I should have known as an OF creator and a quote unquote baby porn star what a herpes sore or a dried up herpes sore looks like, not to collaborate with somebody unless you get their full panel results. I completely understand that. But not only were me and Gucci collaborating, he also was speaking to me in a romantic manner and he was making romantic gestures. So
did you get his name tatted? I seen a video. Like,
it's covered now. But
wait,
it was.
Were you guys that much involved that you got his name tatted? Tatted though?
She had his name tatted.
She's 19.
I was 19 at the time. I'm 20 now. I turned 20 in March. Like, I found out that I had a music.
If you tatted his name, you like this guy, right?
Yeah, we were like at
that
first
was a or something.
A very sweet guy. I got his name tatted 4 days into knowing him, and I know everybody's like,
wow.
"Whoa, what?"
Was the dick that good? Like I know. Obviously, it's sour grapes at this point, but still,
it was just big.
Bro, hold on, Ak, you're a grown ass man asking if another dick is good.
No, because I gotta ask her why would she get his name tatted 4 days into meeting?
Because she liked them. They liked each other a lot.
It wasn't even just that. It was also content.
Can we just talk about her
That's
getting
not
a name tattooed on her
It's not normal, but I am
fucking
not in a normal predicament. It was also content. He was telling me that he was going to be my content partner. He was telling me that we were going to keep consistently making content. This meeting was not, oh yeah, let's just collab and then part ways. No, the reason why I was in Houston, the reason why I was spending time in Houston was because he was going to become one of my romantic, like he was going to be my romantic partner.
Got it.
This was not just a collaboration.
Got it.
And so I got it even right here. The placement is kind of fucking ironic because while we're doing content, they're gonna see, oh yeah, this is his.
Oh, I get it.
Yes.
Basically, while she's sucking dick, it's gonna be like right here.
Stamped her.
Calm down. Hold on. I'm gonna ask a few devil advocate questions just because in situations like this you'll have people thinking like this, right? So someone might say, well, maybe you and him fell out, and now you're just blaming anything you've contracted on him. Did you cover the tattoo after you found out, or did you guys fall out before? Because you clearly covered it, and you're just bringing your story to light now. So what happened? So you went there. I guess he sold you a dream. You guys having sex. He's and I've heard this theory also said, right? They were like, hey, she's 19 and probably ignored safeguards because of the collab potential and what it could do for her career. Do you think that's true or no?
I know that's not true. I know that in the moment I just wasn't thinking, and also I would have expected somebody with herpes, especially in this field, to disclose their herpes diagnosis. And on top of that, with people thinking that I just said it was because I was mad. Me and him stopped
legitimately
talking
ask a lot of these questions because we're just watching
before I found out that I had herpes.
I'm not in that Discord
my
chat
gut
with
was
them,
telling me to get away from this
all
man.
I know is
not
it's
only
no good.
because of my health situation, but it was also this man did not make me feel safe.
What does that mean?
So,
you could explain. Sorry.
So it has been documented that this man has a tendency to be aggressive.
Has he hit you or pushed you or shoved you or anything like that?
He has not hit me, but he did grab my hair and scream in my face that I don't know who I'm messing with. I can even have my friend vouch for me. I had to call my friend in the middle of the debate, or the altercation, even though I was frozen. He was screaming at me. He was drunk. He was mad. Stuff happened that night that I don't necessarily want to get into because I would be bringing another person that does not need to be named in the situation. But my friend heard him threatening my life.
I have a question for you. Sorry, Danae. Someone asked me to ask you about. There's a threesome that you guys had.
What do you mean?
Who is the other person involved in that threesome?
Kid Trump,
respectfully,
44. What are you asking
I don't want to talk about it because
fake?
the girl no longer does content, and the girl does not need to be addressed. I mean, me and her did have an altercation.
What do you mean, like?
And
no, it's
that's
live.
all I'm gonna leave it at. Is that tensions were high that night.
Got you. Okay.
But your ass. I watched you on the 20v1. They say you were known, which, again, I'm playing devil's advocate here. They say you're known to beat up bitches. They said that's what they said about you. And matter of fact, you kind of, I want to shout out the YouTuber Sean something. I don't know if that was an old or new thing, but they said you were known to be aggressive yourself. So, you look nice and sweet here, but like maybe you're aggressive as well.
I can definitely say that I have developed a name for myself for being able to fight, yes, but I only really get in altercations, physical altercations, whenever I feel like I am unsafe. Okay. Whenever somebody threatens me, I could take it there, but I'd rather not. I'd rather talk it out. But if things get physical, just know that it is not just, oh, I'm trying to be an aggressor. I'm being the aggressor. No. I'm pretty sure if everything didn't happen and things went well with the Gucci situation, his roommates could even vouch that anything that happened that night was because everything got out of hand as far as the other two in the threesome. And I was in the middle.
Jealousy?
Just went off. I don't really want to talk about this situation.
Could you just give us like a broad timeline because things seem to be unraveling really quickly. So you meet the guy, do a scene. He convinces you to come to Houston. You go to Houston with him pretty much the next day. Do a couple more scenes. 4 days later, you get his name tatted. When do you guys stop dealing with each other?
Yeah, like the absolute day, the last time that you guys actually.
Yeah, because it seems like you guys have not been messing around for more than like 30 days. It feels like this was like maybe a 2-week thing, right? Am I tripping?
So that's not the case. No, it was about a month.
Okay.
So basically, we officially stopped talking March 22nd, the day before my birthday. I started getting nightmares and I started feeling really uneasy about this man. I like to say that I'm very spiritual, so if something puts me off and turns me off, I'm kind of off. So me and him were kind of like going back and forth, not really talking up until that day and everything like that.
That's what she's saying. She's
and
basically
then my
claiming
last
she got the
message to
disease
him
from it.
before I texted him basically after I found out was never contact me again.
Okay.
On March 22nd.
And then hold on, what did you put under the net? You'll never. Sorry, under that you put something. What'd you put?
I don't know if I'm supposed to read that. Well, I said, you will reap what you sow. You know what you did, and one day God will handle you. You knew I wouldn't find out till later. I wonder how many others there were. You're sick and don't deserve your name. Because his name means God is worthy to be prayed. Aluatosin. So
Gucci third leg means what? Wait, hold on. What?
That's what he told me the definition of his name is. I did meet another Nigerian man that told me that that's not what it meant, but it does still have relation to God.
Oh, man.
But basically I said, like,
bro, this shit is really crazy, chat.
My collab, the only other man I had sex with raw too is calling me. Can I answer?
Yes. Is this shit not crazy to y'all, chat?
That I had sex with raw.
This is fucking crazy.
Can you turn off the live stream in the background, please?
Hey, you still on? Wait, hello?
Yeah, I'm still on stream. You're actually they're all listening to you right now. You want to say something?
Wait. Because people call and telling me that you saying something about me on stream, like worries.
I'm saying that you don't have herpes. I'm clearing your name, love.
Somebody said something about a white girl. What is that?
Okay, so you remember whenever we were on FaceTime that day and you told and you told me that you heard that a white girl was going around saying that he gave her herpes?
Oh, okay.
This is just crazy right now.
Whoa, I never did anything else. But I didn't even. Yeah, more of the story. The girl was like, yeah, he gave it to her spring break in Miami. But my homeboy, he tripping. He said some other shit. He said the white bitch with herpes. So I was like, but he said you telling live stream that. So I'm like, whoa, wait.
Yeah, well,
that's not true. But,
well, thanks for helping me out, love.
Okay. But yeah, handle that.
So yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna ask another.
That guy's on the phone
again. I know you also probably have the OnlyFans community who are probably tuned in for this. So I don't want him to think that I'm trying to ask questions to fuck you up. But I want to ask questions that that you're not gonna see responses to this on Twitter.
No, he didn't, bro.
Here. Some people are gonna be like, okay, why go to the internet rather than go to because
chat? No, he didn't. Bro. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Obviously, if you are infected with something and you're intentionally spreading it and you're not disclosing it to people, that could be a crime, right? And you mentioned other people are thinking about pressing charges. Why didn't you choose that route?
Okay, so I had people in my ear scaring me, telling me that it's not going to work. You're not going to be able to charge him. And I'm not worried about having this be a civil case. I don't want his money. I couldn't care less how much money he made off of me or any other girls. I want this man registered as a sex offender. I want this man in jail. What he's done to multiple women, allegedly, and what he's done definitely to me,
will agree to film sex tapes with him.
Deserves to be in jail. And I honestly
your job is you selling your
I've
pussy.
seen the justice
You
system
cannot make
fail
this guy
people
a sex
time and
offender.
time again.
You opened your legs to his dick.
It's like this case with the guy that got prosecuted and murdered for a murder he didn't even commit. I know
I'm using the bathroom. Y'all are being so fucking weird now, bro. Y'all think this shit's a joke, bro. My life, this shit's scary as fuck. Y'all weird as fuck. I'm about to make a call. I'll be back in 10 seconds.
All I had was the negative result on March 1st. But as far as the other stuff, I wasn't sure that I would win. But
Did you talk to the police though, or at least try to contact them?
No.
Are you thinking about doing that or no?
Yes, for sure. For sure, especially after this live stream. Especially after this one.
What do you think he was gonna say tonight? Because obviously this was the first time he was gonna speak. Do you think in any part of your mind, did you think he was gonna admit it, maybe issue an apology, or do you think he was gonna kind of like gaslight and just be like, "Yo, he a victim, not my victim"? You thought it was.
That was even, I'm not gonna lie, he surprised the freak out of me. I'm not going to hold you. As far as saying that he has HSV1 but not HSV2, oh, you are creative.
Dude, see, this is what I'm saying. This girl's a
him saying that I'm
Rex.
not his victim rubs me a bit weird. I didn't expect him to really name drop or really address me at all. I thought he was going to address the things like the rape allegations that are pinned against him, the allegations of him faking his test results, all that other stuff. I didn't think that he was actually going to talk about me because he knows what he did. But
do you think he ruined your life?
No. As far as ruined it, he did drastically change my life. He did cause a lot of trauma, a lot of emotional instability, and a lot of things going on. But I personally don't feel like anybody's life can be ruined from having herpes. Herpes is definitely lifelong.
I asked that because I watched the videos of you being so emotional and crying, and I watched your vlog, and I was just like, again, I feel like there's maybe other women who are, for whatever they're thinking about their career, they're like, oh, I'm going to be quiet. And for you, just emotionally, you couldn't be quiet because you felt it was affecting you just mentally and maybe even physically as well, that you felt you had to speak out. So I was wondering where you were.
It definitely affected me.
Chat, nobody fucking says Sky Bree, you fucking retards in my chat, bro.
I won't say he ruined my life.
She don't got it, you
primarily
weirdos.
because it has taught me to be more healthy. It's taught me to establish more boundaries in my life. It has taught me to be more safe. It has made me get more educated on several different STDs. And I honestly believe that whenever you contract a virus like this or any virus,
that shit's so weird, Shay. Y'all being weird.
Literally free yourself from burdens, mental burdens,
it.
physical burdens by just having optimism. And I feel like now that I have optimism, I don't feel like he ruined my life. Did I feel like he ruined my life whenever it first happened? Yes.
Is this now? The first? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
They seem to.
No, I was going to ask. Was this the first STD you've ever contracted?
Scam named Nigeria
No.
101.
Okay. But the first incurable one.
Yes.
Okay. What did you think about him saying that he quits? He says after his tests come back, he's putting his jersey into the rafters and he's quitting the porn or OnlyFans game. And he says he might even delete his channel. So, I'm guessing he has videos with you and him. He might delete those. I don't know if that'll give you some type of mental peace.
So, y'all don't think it's a little suspicious? Not fishy at all? This man his career was completely fine before these allegations came out. And then now that things are out about him.
Promote a condom.
Well, I thought it was a joke when he told me he was promoting a crypto NFT with condoms. That's the craziest thing. That means he's and look, I'm not fucking trying to, but that's crazy. Like NFT fucking for condom promotion is crazy.
Yo,
94 viewers in the chat.
I'm being for why are you not like, bro? That's crazy, bro.
Now you want to use condoms? Now you want to promote condoms, babe?
All right, that was a good one on her part.
Hey.
But look, one thing I do think that's a bit sus on Gucci's end, because I haven't made a decision yet. Like, I think like you're coming in here with the facts. I would have loved to have seen you guys on the same panel together. Tomorrow he wants to do. Tomorrow he's going to show the results live on stream with me and Ak. I hope that you come and do that tomorrow.
Yo, Jay busy on God.
I just don't really.
My life if
I don't know.
Found that out,
Ak, what are you thinking?
I wouldn't even show my face on social media.
Listen,
she's definitely doing this 100%.
This is what
honestly,
right?
this could all be scripted.
I believe that Gucci might have it, but he's in denial that he gave it to her. Right?
I don't know. I think
so.
Wrong too.
In a way to cope, it's like saying, "Hey, if I got it." And he probably, one thing, and that's why when I was asking him questions, he wasn't that clear on, even though he said, we get tested every 2 weeks, but then he said, well, I had outdated tests. So he probably didn't know when he contracted it. And I think it's probably a better coping mechanism to be like, well, if you have it, you gave it to me, rather than you've been having it but neglecting your health, so you've been giving it to people, right? And I think the timing of the I quit or I'm retiring, like, come on, bro. This nigga think he's like LeBron, like, you know what I mean? But hey, you know what I mean? You know, I don't think this would have happened if you didn't speak out. And one thing I've realized about the OnlyFans like game is like,
That ain't wrong.
It seems more of a hustle more than a profession, because it feels like people are in it for the quick buck, as opposed to realizing that, hey, this is supposed to be a community like the porn community is, at least LA porn community, where like, hey, if you know, half of these chicks, and again, I don't hate OnlyFans models at all, really. It's just that half of these chicks are fucking random rappers and athletes who are fucking everybody, right? It's kind of unsafe.
It's kind of
so like something like this is bound to happen. I think you're gonna be the poster child, and he's gonna be the poster child for people to realize that, yeah, for the quick buck you made, you might, you know, like, again, you're 20 years old and you've contracted something that you can never get rid of. You're gonna have to be coping with it, right? He's gonna show up tomorrow, and you know, it's put like a microscope on that. It's put a microscope on that industry that hopefully, you know, there's some changes that happen
tomorrow on stream.
You ask me.
And that was literally the intention. I didn't want to hear another person come out and say, yeah, I got herpes from Gucci Third Leg. I got herpes from a porn collab. I feel like just because it is so prevalent in the population does not mean that a porn star should have herpes and not disclose to their partner or their collaboration that they don't have it. Respectfully, I feel like morally, if you have common contact with any kind of disease, disclosing is the most important thing to do. Let that person know that there's a risk of you contracting something with having sex. You know, but a lot of people aren't comfortable. A lot of people aren't ready for rejection. A lot of people aren't, because I know women and models that have contracted HSV in the porn industry, that it wasn't from Gucci. It was from whenever they first started 6 years ago. 10 years ago, and they just don't know who it was because they might have had a full group scene or they fucked a couple people that day. You know,
he is in Nigeria.
I want to ask you a question. For someone that wants to know if they have HSV2 or not, what's the correct way of doing it? Also proving to the world that they don't have it.
We got to bring you on stream more often.
So honestly, it's none of the world's business. First off, it's none of anybody's business other than the person that you are going to be having sex with. Just to make that clear. But as far as figuring out if you have HSV or herpes in general, honestly, everybody has the gene. Everybody has it in their system. It's just whether or not it's activated. As you can see, whenever I showed my result, there was a number on that green box that I had. It said less than 0.9. That means yes, it's in my system. No, it's not active. No, I cannot give it to anybody. No, I will not receive an outbreak. If you have HSV 1 or 2 and you're not experiencing symptoms, honestly, healthcare providers do not suggest that you go get tested because you could scare yourself. You could scare yourself into thinking that you have something and that you're going to have to deal with something lifelong that will probably never come up and never be contagious ever in your life. As far as getting tested, I feel like you should get tested if you have symptoms. If you have something like an outbreak, if you have discomfort, if you have itchiness, if there are symptoms, go get tested. But if not, I mean, herpes is literally something that isn't life-threatening for real.
So it's overrated, basically.
Of course, the stigma is way too high. People think that you're dirty just because you have herpes. I literally know somebody.
What the fuck did she just say?
That caught herpes their first body. The first time they ever had sex was the first time they ever contributed. Whatever the fuck. I don't know how to say that.
Contracted.
There it is. I do know how to say that, but it just didn't come to mind. Contracted it without having multiple sex partners. It was the first time they were deceived. Things like this is sexual assault. It's sexual violence.
If you do decide to keep doing your OnlyFans and keep having sex on OnlyFans, are you? I'm obviously they're gonna know, but I'm saying, are you gonna be using protection now? Are you not gonna be using protection? What does your future content look like?
So my future content is really gonna kind of be solo content. I haven't necessarily been into the whole collaboration. If I do post a porno or anything like that, it's going to be a romantic partner, somebody that I'm actually involved with. Again, after I caught HSV, I started to respect myself more, if I'm being completely honest. I stopped having just random ass sex as often as I would before.
Is that I don't mean to cut you, but is that also like maybe, for the young girls who are watching you, you said after you caught this STD doing OnlyFans, you started to respect yourself a bit more.
I can't believe that's just part of the stigma.
Because again, this whole collab thing, and
she basically said it's
really what I think is that I think if homie got it, he probably was collabing with smaller creators, knowing that maybe I don't have the leverage of saying certain shit or asking him for certain shit, and y'all are just thinking about the collab opportunity, right? So like, that gotta be a bold move to know you got a big ass bump on your shit and be like, yo, we still doing this shit and we filming it in 4K, right?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of predators go for people that don't have a lot of knowledge, don't have a lot of experience, and go for people that won't necessarily catch on.
Danae, Rob Suno, they say that you had a previous relationship with, I don't know what that is right now, were you guys having, I don't want to get involved in your guys' private life, but is that somebody that, did you know at the time that you had HSV2 when you were with that person?
Yo, this guy Dave is
he knows that I have HSV, but I don't feel like it's anybody's business whether or not I had sex with him or not.
True. So. Fair enough. Yeah, it's your guys' own relationship. I agree. But he knew.
But he does know that I have it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that I've met in person, even if we didn't have a sexual relationship or not, know that I have HSV too. It's not a secret.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, so, again, Gucci Third Leg, the name is so crazy. So Gucci Third Leg says he's going to present his results on stream tomorrow. If he is indeed negative, will you give him an apology? And also, by the way, he says he is flirting with the idea of pursuing legal action because you essentially have labeled him as someone that has an STD that's passed it out. I don't know if that's what's nudging him to retire, but he's saying he's contemplating, once his results is in, pursuing some legal action about how you've spoken about him.
I mean, that's fine. If he wants to take legal action, I'm not. Does it look like my hand is shaking? I'm not at all scared of that. He can do whatever he needs to do to prove his case. If
he is negative, we'll scan paperwork from private.
I won't apologize because I came face to face with exactly what affected me. Infected me. I'm not. I even if he does come up here with fake results or real results, another thing that I will tell everybody is that if he was on medication for long enough, he could become undetectable after being on medication for a specific amount of time. So I just want everybody to keep that in mind. But
wait, so you're saying that if he were to actually have HSV2 but he was on medication, it won't show up in a blood test?
If he was on medication for a prolonged period of time and he was undergoing treatment to make sure it's undetectable, yes, he could come up with a negative result. That happens. It's the same with HIV. You could be diagnosed with HIV 1 year and then 2 years later it's undetectable.
And how do you do that?
Possible? She just said you could have AIDS medication. 1 year and then not have it.
Gotcha.
She's saying that medication
hey, by the way,
can get rid of HIV.
Does it make, because once all of this happened, and I'm wondering how you feel as a person, like I really want to know like your reaction to, like I seen one of my friends, Silky, like he's like, yo, she DM me, like, but he's like, yo, I dodged the bullet. I see there was a porn star, Lil D, pause on that by the way. He came out, he said, yo, I only took a picture with her. Like people are almost treating you like, yo, they have to speak up to say they never had sex with you, or if they did was way before. Does that make you feel a little bit hurt that people are speaking about you like, like they wouldn't want to touch you with a 10-foot pole, or, oh, I'm glad nothing happened, like they dodged a bullet, like they're speaking about you like that?
I really can put myself in other people's shoes. As far as Silky goes, I DM'd him after I saw the clip of him showing that he dodged a bullet. My management told me to hit him up to see if I could go on stream. I've been on several streams, time and time again, with Tyson, Shay Frost, B Boogie, all them people.
Should we
Like
try
I've
to
been
get
on
our
streams.
stream?
I was
Let me
just
know in
trying
the
to
chat
see
if
if
you
I
guys
could go
want
on
me
a
to bring it on
stream.
stream.
Yes, he's an attractive man, but again, after I caught HSV, I slowed the fuck down. As far as
You fuck Kai?
no.
So hold on, you're saying as soon as you got HSV2 and you knew that, that's when you were like, all right, I'm gonna take a step back and stop basically having sex so easily. You kind of like, I guess you could say you kind of like matured in your sexual life. It's like when you caught it, you kind of had like a reality check.
110%. And I feel like that's like a sign, again, to get into spirituality. It's a sign from divine to me that it was time to slow down, because even though I'm saying respect myself, OnlyFans models doing OnlyFans right now, it's not that they don't respect themselves.
Don't know,
mind you, like I said, it's a hustle. For me,
on Twitter.
it's rooted in things far more deeper than just a hustle. So for me, it was me disrespecting myself in a way, and I had to heal from that trauma. I had to self-explore, and I had to get to the root of things. But I definitely, I'm the fuck.
Once you went down the realm of religion or spirituality, it felt like it was an awakening moment for you. Have you got into church, reading the Bible? Like, what have you been doing?
So I actually did buy my first Bible 2 months ago. Did I get through the whole thing? Gonna be honest, no. I've kind of always been on the border of religious and not. My mom was atheist, my dad was Christian, so you could only imagine what kind of household I was brought up in. I really started my spiritual journey whenever I was 15, after some things happened to me. And from there, I feel like I've just gotten closer and closer with first myself and Most High. And I honestly think that whenever I caught herpes, it was a time where it was just like, I was so excited for how much money that I was bringing in, especially after the Deshae Frost show and everything like that. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, money's looking great. Let me keep going. And then God was like, wait, it's time to slow down with the fucking, because you just wild out right before you got all these blessings. And in order to keep this thing going, in order to use your energy in the best ways possible, I have to give you a wake-up call. Get ready. And that was that.
I know this is kind of a personal question, but I'm curious. And the reason why I'm curious, it's a two-pointer. How many bodies did you have before you caught, and then how many do you have after? And I just want to see where you're at with your sex life. And it's just anybody that also is worried about HSV2, and also you're doing this for the women out there, even men out there. So how many bodies would you approximate that you had before and then after you were contracted?
So since everybody thinks I'm already nasty, bitch, I don't give a fuck about telling my body count. So Gucci was 44. Okay. I am now at 58. So during the time, and listen. After Gucci, right? Before I found out that I had herpes, I wilded the fuck out. Okay? After Gucci, I caught. Let me go back.
Wait, hold on. By the way, wild the fuck out just for content, or you were just having fun having sex with random men?
I was literally like just having like protected just flings, and I was very safe. Like the only time that I was careless was with Gucci. As far as everybody else, people that weren't porn stars, I was overly conscious of everything that I was doing. Condoms for head and sex. Not only that, I wouldn't even have sex like for real. Like it might have been like, oh yeah.
Stop it. You did not suck the Shea Frost dick with a condom. Stop it, Cap.
I had sex with Deshae Frost before I fucked Gucci.
No, I know what. Remember, because you said you gave Deshae Frost oral sex in June.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like the spree that I had. The spree was already set by the time I had oral sex with Deshae.
Got it.
Yeah, but,
by the way, just trying to fact check here. I know you clearly pinpointed to the Gucci situation, but you did mention 44 guys before him or including him. How many men did you have sex with? Because you said it was in February, January, and February.
I believe I can fly.
I didn't while out until probably like a week and a half before I found out that I had herpes. So with that time frame keeping in mind, there's no way that I would have fucking tested positive for herpes from any of those men other than Gucci.
How many men?
So
I look on your face is like, I look at your face is like, niggas.
Nah, it was just. I'm not good at math. Hold on, I gotta use my calculator.
What?
I'm not good at math.
Okay,
Sorry.
use your calculator. Let's see where we're at.
Oh my god. This can't be
Before
real.
I
This has to be
stopped,
scripted.
it was literally
This has to be scripted. There's no fucking way.
7.
7.
Wait, so you had 7 before you completely were like, fuck this. I'm out. Like I'm out of the sex game. Like I'm a like be on some different shit. 7.
LA, thank you for
in
the
a short amount of time. Like mind you, it was literally like a week.
Okay.
Where I already had lesions, like I already experienced my lesions and everything. Like I didn't know what it was. I was still testing negative for herpes and everything. The lesions already presented themselves prior to me having sex with these people.
Sorry, you said 7 different you said 7 different bodies in 1 week, right?
This is insanity. Hold up. So as soon as she found out.
By the way, you know why I'd called OnlyFans a hustle for most people is that, put it like this, right? And you know, I don't want to pocket watch her, but I could, you know, I always pocket watch.
Allegedly, she's already
I would
spread it
imagine
around.
you said, you know, you're taking care of your family. Like this is like a career, right? I feel like a lot of people don't treat OnlyFans like even the low-level porn star treats porn. For example, and the reason why I was saying about OnlyFans women is that if I know having sex with other male creators, right, is my job, I wouldn't jeopardize this to go outside that circle to fuck random people, fly out here, go fuck this rapper, this and third, knowing that, like, look what happened to you. Not saying obviously that happened.
Why
there
are you saying gay son or thought daughter?
Creator, but it could just end your whole shit, or not end your whole shit, but like just kind of change the trajectory of your life. And I think those people, and I'm even speaking about Gucci. I'm pretty sure he was just slanging cock everywhere. Like I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure if he does have it, he didn't contract it from maybe a female creator. He maybe caught a chick on South Beach and just dicked her down and caught it. He was probably fucking every chick raw. You get what I'm saying? And that's the hustle part. If you know when you know, I know a lot of sex workers, you know, that are on OnlyFans that they almost do like some cognitive dissonance in terms of how they look at OnlyFans. And because of that, there's a breakdown where you don't take it as serious, or you don't think that you need to have these necessary safeguards to make sure such a thing that we're talking about today doesn't happen. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, again, I do think this is very important because I hope the industry acknowledges this and like makes necessary changes, because like I look at you, you're 20 years old and you basically say your trajectory of your life, like you're literally saying you almost regret it, right? Like, you know, obviously not regret making the money, but you regret, you know, these circumstances that led to this moment, right?
Well, that's part of life. And look, the person you are today is you had to have gone through what you have gone through, and you've learned a lot. And I think that's good. I think everything happens for a reason, right? You said you picked up a Bible, and now you're understanding what you got to do now and all this stuff. So I think you've learned a lot, and maybe this is the correct path for you. You know,
hey, your future romantic partner. How would you? I know you're very young. You're probably not there yet. But and maybe you haven't even thought about this, but like, how would you explain this to your future romantic partner of how you came to this point, right? Like, you know, that person's probably gonna love you, but they're probably gonna want to understand the decisions that led you to that point, and that the fact that they would be, you know, they're gonna have to cope with the fact that you have herpes. Like, have you thought about that or no?
I have thought about it, and I, like you said, my future partner is gonna love me regardless of my past. And I honestly
facts.
I don't want to overthink about it, because I know that real love isn't based on what has happened before, what will happen later. It's about how you guys feel right now.
Bro, this is just wild.
How you guys are compatible and everything like that. And I want everybody, even if you caught HSV, regardless if you had a whole phase or not, remember that.
That's what I'm saying.
Somebody is going to love you regardless of what
How
happened
do we know that this
to
actually
you.
came from Gucci?
It doesn't matter.
Everybody
especially
wants to
to
throw
them,
blame.
especially to that person
Myra
that is
into
really
the chat.
meant to love you. But I wanted to ask something, actually, because if he was getting tested, right, every week, like he said that he was.
I think you're right. Yeah, every
2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we see a test result today? Why do we have to wait until tomorrow? If he already has a negative result from recently, why can't he post it today? Why can't he show us
like a motherfucker?
For sure.
Hold on, great question, and I'm gonna give the answer that my understanding gave me, and then you could tell me because you're in that business. It felt like he was agreeing with me when I said that most standard testing panels does not include a blood test for HSV2. You could tell me if standard panels for the adult entertainment industry included. I guess he was saying, yeah, the majority of people don't get tested for it. So I guess he has to go out of his way and to request a test for it, and that's how we could get it. Right? Does that make sense?
Well, I mean, but I know that. I mean, shit.
Well, we're gonna see tomorrow. I mean, I'm not trying to give him the benefit of the doubt here, right? I don't, but tomorrow he is coming on.
I think that boy guilty. I ain't gonna lie to you. I definitely think he's guilty. Like, you know what I mean? I think he's capping a little bit too much, but I think he's trying to do one of those things to say, she ain't catching from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's what he's trying to do. How much would an apology mean to you? Like, if he was saying, hey, listen, I apologize, not saying it's gonna make anything better, but if he owned up to it and said, hey, I apologize for my unsafe practices while having sex with you, would that mean anything to you at all?
Of course, I would appreciate it. I feel like any victim of any kind of assault would appreciate an apology, a direct apology.
How is it an assault, though?
The predator that did it to them. But honestly, it wouldn't mean anything compared to knowing that he can't do it again.
Having sex,
because sorry only means so much.
Question: What if he were to want to be like, all right, look, I'm in your city, let's meet up, let's link, and I want to meet face to face and apologize to your face? Does that mean anything?
I will never, ever, ever, ever intentionally link up with that man, ever in my life, only because of what has happened with us behind closed doors.
Right. I get that.
No.
I know you don't want to talk about other women, but so when I watched a video of the tattoo, there was another woman who got his name tatted as well. Do you believe she's contracted? I know you don't want to speak about other people, but do you believe that she is contracted that virus as well? Because clearly that was during the same period where clearly you all were having sex, or he had sex with you and probably her. I'm taking it from your body language. You probably think she did.
Again, well, I said this on Twitter. I feel like it's very disrespectful to assume somebody else's STD status, considering that he did have.
Thank you, Justin.
An outbreak
White.
while he was fucking me.
Thank you, Justin
and her.
White. Thank you.
Hey, context clues.
Do that,
but I don't know, and I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Bitch, you got the herp," because, babe, I don't know. You could have been the lucky ones, because there is 100% a possibility that could happen. I'm not gonna say 100%, but there is a likelihood that she could not have contracted the virus. I do know that they were having sex a week before, because that was one of the conversations that we had, was that they were having sex a week before I even fucked a man. So, and it takes a while for sores like that to heal up to the way that it did. So she could have that shit. I don't know.
How are you going about treating your herpes?
I'm on medication. On top of that, I am very conscious of what I put in my body. Whenever you do have herpes, you have to stay away from things like rice, bread, complex carbs. Taking lysine every day. Anybody that has herpes, lysine, 1,000 milligrams of lysine a day will help balance that arginine and lysine in your system. Arginine is what causes an outbreak, so just stay away from that. That's complex carbs, that's cocoa, that's alcohol, that's tobacco, that's like unhealthy things for your body, basically. If there's high arginine levels in your body, you're going to have an outbreak.
Chat for everybody. Thank you. Anyone in the live chat that has herpes or knows anyone with herpes, thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Of course.
Wait, you know, again, being very serious here. You know, before I even knew, actually, I knew you were coming on here, and I hit up Aiden specifically. I said, make sure I'm on to speak to Gucci or whatever. But I learned going on your Twitter, and there was another person you retweeted. I promise you, I learned so much
so fucking
about it.
Stop, bro.
It made me a little bit more prepared to ask some of the questions, and hopefully, people are watching. They, you know, obviously, you're probably not coming to me at Aiden like your doctor, but hopefully, you can learn something. I wonder what you are gonna do in terms of, or if you even feel the need to do anything in educating, because when people hear that, that is kind of like the new HIV. Like, people are like, what? Like, but once I heard a lot of education, okay, the percentage of transmission during this time is this, blah, 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 blah. Like, when I learned a lot more, and it made me a lot less ignorant, and I probably would have had a very ignorant conversation without knowing that. Do you feel like it's your job to kind of like help the masses kind of realize what this is?
Yes, 110%. I full-heartedly want to become an advocate for herpes. I want to be somebody that people can ask about herpes. I think that, especially now, exposing myself to the world, I feel like it's a definite door opening to being a person that can help everybody first get past this this narrative and stigma that anybody with herpes is literally just dirty. That word dirty triggers me because you can still be clean and have herpes. But yes, I definitely think that my career is more leaning towards being an advocate more than a porn star or an OnlyFans model, you know, because even OnlyFans models, I know a ton of OnlyFans models, bright women, smart women, creative women, talented women. And they just decided to do porn, so nobody takes them serious sometimes. So it's like, I definitely think that I'm going to switch over to that and show that I learned from my situation, and everybody can learn from my situation as well.
Gotcha.
What did your parents think about the diagnosis? Like, I would imagine if I'm your father and I hear that, I might want to catch a body, a homie. You get what I mean? Like what was the moments of you, you know, even telling your parents? I'm guessing you probably went to them before the internet. Did they embrace you? Did they, you know, I don't know if they were in tune with your decision to become a OnlyFans creator. Did they hit you with the, well, I told you so, or were they, you know, sympathetic? You tell me.
Bro, Fiducia. Oh, I don't really talk to my dad for personal reasons. As far as my mother goes, supportive since day one. She's really the reason why I'm still here today. Because anybody that
why are you guys saying of course
suicidal tendencies that come after. Shut up. So she has been my number one supporter. Even before I caught HSV, it didn't matter what I was going through. She was there to support me. So I definitely can say that my mom has been there. She didn't want me to do OF. She didn't want me to do porn. But she also wasn't going to shame me. She did not say, I hate you, this and that. My mom has always been like an accepting person. As far as my dad goes, he did find out that I did OnlyFans after I caught herpes, but my dad is a Caribbean man. I don't really want to tell him. He's probably going to find out. He doesn't really have social media.
Wait, he doesn't know?
Much. Like, my dad doesn't know that I have herpes, no. He's probably found out with the rest of the world.
What country?
Jamaica.
Oh my God, Bumba Clot. Yeah, nah, he gonna you see the flag back there? They're not playing. But any siblings, by the way?
Her dad.
I have a little brother.
How old is he?
He is 18.
Hey, I read through. You know, again, there's a very smart woman. I think she's a woman. I don't know if it was who again you retweeted a bunch. She had so many resources for people who are sex workers. I'm wondering if you tapped into some of those resources, or if you sought therapy, because again you mentioned suicidal thoughts, and that has to you have your whole life ahead of you, and it feels like you're dealing with understanding what this disease, or not disease but virus is, better than you were when you probably first contracted it. Did you seek any therapy, or you've just been, kind of doing it?
Yeah, I remember that, Trev.
Oh,
how are you doing, brother? What are you up to these days?
So I did experience recently a panic attack and a mental breakdown after quite some time since.
Bro, Dave is not
my last one. So healing is never ending. I feel like at first I thought I could really do it by myself, but after everything that's gone on the last couple of days, it kind of made me realize that it is time to go to therapy. I did go to therapy in high school before everything happened. Now, I definitely am going to seek that. I definitely think that anybody that is experiencing something like this needs to go to therapy.
I do want to. Sorry, I don't want to butt in though. You seem like you're shining and you're glowing, and I do want to say you're not dirty for having herpes. You know what I mean? Like, it's true what you're saying. And anybody that does have herpes in this chat, there's thousands of people watching. Somebody that they know, that somebody, or maybe even them, they have herpes. So it's awesome seeing you shine and look like you're glowing right now. And seriously, kudos to you, for real. That's awesome.
Thank you so much.
And by the way, I said the same thing to Gucci Third Leg. I hate saying that name. The name just sounds ridiculous. Anyway, what I said to him is that
he has the craziest name I've ever heard.
This woman coming out and saying it, Gucci, people are gonna act like she's a 1 in 100.
Genius name.
I listen. I got my ear tapped in to the industry, and if you hear about the music industry and the women they have sex with frequently, and sometimes people be asking these questions, why everybody passing around some of the same women, I would probably say the herpes rate in the industry is like 40%. That's how, like, again, people want to act like, oh no, this is this one girl. Man, there is like, I could name 20 Instagram models, and the same rappers keep fucking them. I'm like, well,
Almighty
then
Jay just said I have herpes. Good shit, live bro. On the kick chat.
Good shit.
Oh, well.
What's crazy is, actually, one thing that actually, like, this might sound insane, and this is alleged, this is rumored. I'm going to literally scream that it's rumored that, like, people like Diddy, crazy person to say it first, Rihanna, Jay-Z, Beyonce, all these kinds of people.
She's just
are rumored to have herpes.
What?
Usher, all that kind of stuff. Like,
bro, she's farming.
Some of the
she's
most
farming right now.
Successful people in the industry. Some of the most successful people in just regular business
to make herself not
have
sound
herpes.
bad.
Have things like HIV. Have hepatitis. There's hepatitis strains that are incurable. Like, there's things that people don't know that behind closed doors somebody's going through, and they might look up to that person.
Yeah. I got to be honest. Years ago, when the whole lawsuit came out with Usher, I was shocked by it, but he ended up settling. And I want to be honest with you, women still love him. Like, whatever. Like, shit, young boy. Some of those names you've mentioned, which I won't say because some of them are powerful as a motherfucker. Better. But
NBA
again,
Youngboy has this disease, right?
Again, I don't know if maybe it's an industry thing versus the rest of the regular world. But I think
Justin,
people, because you were vocal about it, and you're coming out to say, I have it, they're going to make it like you're the 1 out of 100. You're the 1% when you're probably, it's at least 30%. I know I said 40, but it's at least 30%. So think about every celebrity, or especially the music business, 1 out of 3. Like, come on.
Word on the street is saying that 6ix9ine gave it to you.
Yo, how you gonna turn a serious topic? We having so much awareness right now. You better clear up Almighty Jay's name, man.
Like, no, Jay said it to me.
Oh, you said you got it.
No, Jay in my chat said I have herpes.
So you said you have it, or
no?
Has it?
Like, I as in him. He said it.
Oh, okay. All right, well, everybody live their truth.
And
would you do a scene with him?
Who?
Jay, Almighty Jay.
Respectfully, and that's something I wanted to touch on. Respectfully, I understand that a lot of people may
now she wants to do scenes again. She just said she don't want to collaborate with anyone, but now she's willing to do more scenes.
I appreciate the offers, but I am not looking for somebody to create content with. And just because you have herpes, I love that you offered. Thank you so much.
She literally just said now she wants to do
I will not collab with you just because you have herpes. My soulmate could have herpes as well. Hey, I have no fucking clue. But I'm not going to trauma bond with somebody just because they have herpes like me.
Question, does your baby, when you plan to have a kid one day, is there a way to protect your child from having herpes?
It's not Gucci.
C-sections
what I'm
or
saying,
being on
bro.
medication whenever you're going through a birth. And if you don't have an outbreak, even if you're not medicated, there's a possibility that you can have a smooth birth without having any complications.
Got it.
But I do want to ask you guys, whenever he comes on here tomorrow, please ask him to log into that portal. Like, fuck a scrolling down the website. Fuck that. You can fake whatever the fuck. Right? Have him log in.
Men are losers. Men still offering up eggplants to an
he ain't logging
infested
his
box.
He really didn't really show much of shit. That's really
Okay. Well, look, tomorrow will you be active as well to hop on?
Most likely, yeah.
Okay,
most
cool.
likely.
Cool.
Prediction how tomorrow's gonna go. Listen.
And he also said that we shot 4 scenes. We shot 5. So just fact checking. I can show it.
Now she had sex with a
by the
more.
way,
And she wants to press charges.
Gonna go. No.
How could you press
No.
charges?
Yo, I think tomorrow. Listen, there's no way he's hopping on here to show anything but a negative test. Like, come on, what type of idiot would do that, right? So he's gonna show a negative test, right? It's just how he's gonna show a negative test. Like, nobody's gonna come on here and be like, all right, Adin, thank you for giving me the platform to announce. What the fuck?
I have herpes, HSV too.
It's either he's not gonna come on,
Fresh and Fit needs,
or if he
this girl
comes
needs
on, it's
Fresh and
definitely
Fit.
gonna be negative. And then it's just whether you believe the validity of whatever negative you see.
He will not let her breathe.
Did he finesse it? Is it a legit test? And I think, the story will be told.
Yeah, of
right?
course, bro. She's a fucking Class A Caposaurus
Okay,
Rex.
well, look, let's continue this tomorrow, Act Part 2 tomorrow. I do want to say thank you so much for coming on, Danae, and we'll hopefully see you tomorrow, and we'll see where we're at with everything.
Thank you for having me. You guys are great. I love this. Thank you.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.
Bye.
Stay on really quick, Academics. Act tomorrow, 100%. You're not wrong. He's gonna come up with a negative test. But we just got to see if that test is real.
Yeah, and I think that's where I'm gonna try to do a little bit of research on how people could fake a test. Because come on now, first of all, my boy Nigerian, come on man, come on, yo, you think a Nigerian coming on here to disgrace the whole country with a positive test, bro? Are you crazy?
So do you think that he's negative or positive?
I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. This is my gut feeling, and again, I'm still gonna be very neutral because I don't want to just say, oh, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
but
they're great.
I think homeboy got it. I think he got it. I think he was probably being arrogant. Like, again, I'm reading these cues that are just mad in the open. He's spitting in girls' mouths. He's going on podcasts saying he's fucked 3,000 girls.
Right.
I see girls that have talked about they couldn't wait to collab with him. And it's a power dynamic, right? Like, yo, are you going to question me about my results when you're even lucky to be? The chick was 19.
You're putting out facts.
Like, by the way, I know 44 is still a lot of bodies, but bro, she's probably
77
he's probably looking at her like, yo,
64%
if
of
your
the chat
revenue
still
was
thinks she's guilty.
8K a month
I agree
before
with
I fuck you, it's gonna jump up to 15.
Thank you.
So I definitely could see her. I could definitely see him being so arrogant that he think it could be hidden, right?
Yeah. I do want to touch base on one thing though. A lot of girls nowadays at the age of 19 and 20 have a lot of bodies. So that means, and you're not wrong, industry girls and just college girls, pretty much every girl in America.
50 bodies.
The average American girl nowadays has a lot of fucking bodies.
No, I 100% agree.
I don't know because of my generation. I don't know what it is.
I 100% agree.
But a lot.
Nah, this is generation. Yo, let me tell you, sport fucking has never been this popular. I mean, pop culture is pushing it. You have, it's coming through the music, it's coming through the culture. And again, as men get more sexually active younger, who are they getting sexually active with? Also, here's the thing. I think because, beauty is also becoming so much more common among women, and maybe people have just bred into just more attractive women, or women just know how to, figure out how to get more beautiful. They're getting targeted by guys not saying you, but people that got some shit.
No, I understand what you're saying.
And sex has become this commodity,
like chicken hands.
Yeah, it's like a door opener for them, right?
Right.
Where, like back in the day, you would hear a guy really pursue a girl and not get anywhere. Could you imagine a girl coming around you and be like, yo, you got to wait 2 months for it? You get the fuck on out of here. You know what I mean? 20 times better than you, who's sucking dick first 5 minutes. And, what she said was so alarming to me. She said, I finally learned to respect myself afterwards.
After she got the herpes. Yeah.
If I had a daughter, I'm clipping that and playing it for her 3,000 times. Because I think, most women who do OnlyFans, before they get to the point that she's at, you know what they say? Oh, y'all are just mad because, we're taking the power in our hands. They feel it's empowering.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So they're not thinking about the health risk. They're not thinking about how society views them until a moment like this. And I think that's the sad part, bro.
You're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong. I think it's a little bit weird that why do you have to wait till you actually have the herpes to fucking have that way? Whatever. It's her life. And look, she's 20 years old. Yeah, she has 58 bodies at 20. But now, by the time she's 30, she probably will have less than 100. And again, I don't even know what the fuck I'm trying to get at with this, but the point I'm trying to say is you're not wrong, Ak. And that leads me to think, would I rather a gay son or a thought daughter, Ak? And you answer that first. Gay son or thought daughter?
Gay son or thought daughter. Now, I'm going to go with a thought daughter still. I'm going to really try. I'm going to try my best. A gay son, we can't do nothing with. We can't figure it out type shit. And I don't mean you can't do nothing with.
I don't want to be heartless, but
bro,
I can't
try to impart my wisdom trying to coach what he got going on. Feel me? But a thought daughter, I could see, she did mention that she had a strange relationship with the father. When she talked about devaluing herself, she talked about she didn't have I really do think, this is going to sound radical. And for all my, YouTube people who watching, I apologize for this, but this is what I really think. I do think the whole gene passes through the mom. That's number one. Number two, I do think that woman growing up needs to see male love that's not based on sexuality.
So you're telling me
if there's no male presence, really the father.
I mean, listen,
that could make them have that self-esteem of knowing that you're worth more than just fucking everybody.
If you have a daughter and she's a thought, then she's a thought.
I remember women used to say this thing how much would you fuck somebody for? They'd be like $1 million. Yo, these chicks is fucking for a $250 collab, bro. You know what I mean? It's these days there's more sex workers than ever, right?
Girls don't want to work, so they rather just sell their twats.
Yeah. And shit, I do think that starts from the home. So I'm gonna pick the thought daughter, even though. I'm gonna blame the mom first. Somebody that maybe the granny was a thought. Somebody's a thought. That thought gene.
Give me gay son.
You want a gay son?
Give me a gay son. I'm gonna have his ass beat a few times and make him straight. I'm telling you, bro.
That don't work. Yo, you know what you gonna be doing?
How you know what? What am I gonna be doing? What?
You gonna be in the bathroom showing him how to shave the hair off of his shaft of his dick. I don't know what type of shit y'all got going on, but that's not what we finna do over here. You feel me? Nah.
Can't answer that question.
Nah, give me the thought daughter.
You gotta answer the question. How you gonna answer it?
You're not wrong, man. A thought daughter. Look, every girl will have a hoe phase, right? So I guess you're right. I guess the thought daughter will eventually will be a wife after maybe you've introduced her to God or introduced her to whatever. Every girl's a fucking hoe phase. So you might as well.
You didn't tell me what you think though. The Gucci, remember who's making $100,000 and says, yo, I'm out. Yo, you're making $100,000.
True. Hey, I will vouch. I will say this. That is true. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. You're spitting facts. Why would Gucci just quit OnlyFans? Think about it. If he's proven innocent, his name is gonna be the biggest. All the girls are gonna want him. He can make the most money ever.
It's clickbait.
Why the fuck would he call it quits?
You know what that kind of made me think?
Childhood traumas and
that he knew he was. He knew he was positive. But tomorrow he'll come with the finesse for the negative. But he knows now that everybody's aware of it.
Me personally,
it's going to be just impossible for him to just tell everybody consistently that he's negative. So just bow out on top, pause, and see what happens. That's what it gave. That's the vibes it gave me. But who knows? I could be wrong. You get what I'm saying? Here's the thing, and this is to his disservice. She beat him to the punch. She came out first. She's a woman. We're seeing her crying. Right. She seems distraught. So we're looking at him like he's guilty. Maybe he's not. And, if he's not, he's not. But it didn't look too good. And today, while answering questions, I think even you kind of were like, it's a little fishy, right? Come on. He's ignoring the biggest evidence she has is the 4K video with your penis, bro. And he's like, nah, I just got shaved I just cut myself. I don't know.
Hey, he's
You're
sticking
not
to
wrong,
his
Ak,
story.
but look, we'll find out tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna see what time Gucci gives me, and then we'll lock it in, and then you and I will go on before, and then but don't be late, motherfucker. I know you get.
Hey, I was on before you today. Stop lying.
You were, but I had something come up with one of my boys got banned, so I had to try to handle some shit.
Hey, listen.
Convi got banned.
I
have
saw
the video
this.
and
You know,
everything.
first of all, and you know, she said I didn't like OnlyFans
on my
girls.
YouTube.
Absolutely not true.
Convi
I think what I was saying is that, and by the way,
thank you for the subscription.
I think this is necessary for that community. That community is a reckless community, bro. Like, I know homies of mine who literally, they target women, and I shouldn't use the word target because it sounds predatorial. They hit up women or try to talk to women who have OnlyFans in their bio. Why? Those women, they look at as sex workers or just whores. Like, they don't look at them as, oh, these are professionals. They look at them as, if you're doing OnlyFans, you're just a whore who is trying to make a buck, right? And they're like, hey, well, we could fly you out, or we could, put you on a jet, and we know you're gonna just do some whole shit. So again, I think that community, maybe they could ramp up their standards and taking shit serious. And it's not only about who they fuck, but just like how, like, just the standards. You know what I mean? Like, they're not. I talked to my friend who does OnlyFans. They're not asking for tests, bro.
Right.
Bro, they're saying, you know what they ask? How much followers or how much subscribers you have on OnlyFans?
Facts. How many subs am I gonna gain off this?
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
And when you do that, this was bound to happen. Unfortunate to say, they got to be happy that this shit wasn't AIDS or HIV.
Well. True.
Even though both are non-curable, and by the way, these days there's way more manageable ways to deal with HIV, but still, it's fucked up.
Just wrap up your cock, everyone. All right, yo, Ak, I love you, motherfucker. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, we on tomorrow.
All right, bro.
All right.
That was crazy.
All right, I gotta pee really quick, but I got a quick little surprise for you guys. Ready? I want all you guys to sing it on a count of three.
No.
One.
The moral of this whole stream tonight was, so this girl is trying to claim that Gucci Third Leg gave her some sexually transmitted diseases. I don't think it's possible. I don't agree with it. I think it's complete slander. And anybody that thinks otherwise is pretty retarded because she's blatantly a whore. Like, you don't have to know Timbuktu to notice that. Like, am I crazy? Like, do you guys not see what I seen? I watched this for over 120 minutes. Like, she is completely a hoe. I mean, let's see. We're gonna pull up the Twitter. I'm gonna show you guys what people are saying about this. No. Gucci Third Leg. See, like, look. Nope. He's releasing his own condom. Most of the time, that's the case. He's releasing his own condom. I think that he was telling people that he's going to retire, so everybody wants to buy this condom, and he's going to show negative results tomorrow, and he's going to splash the game. Like, this is my own personal opinion. I think he's going to splash the game. I think he's going to embarrass this girl, and then nobody's going to know anything to say about any of this, and no one's going to have anything to say back. I think he's going to completely embarrass her tomorrow, but we have to wait till tomorrow to see what goes on the stream to really determine that decision. So that's just what I've noticed. But we're gonna watch some clips. Maybe I might play a couple games. I might play a game or two of COD, and then we're gonna end the stream at that note because tonight was definitely eventful. It was cool. We had a lot of fun, and I can't wait to do this again tomorrow with you guys. So we're gonna watch some clips. If anybody has any clips, do you guys want me to watch? Oh, by the way, I want to show you guys something real quick. This is Convi. What do you guys think about this? This is the clip earlier that we got done. Can we just talk about that real quick? So, Convy right now, he's banned on Kick. Do you think he's gonna get unbanned? Because I don't think realistically, listen, if you're talking to minors, like that's a big fucking no. Like you shouldn't be talking to minors like dead ass. Like it's crazy. Like, does anyone else think this is not fucking crazy? Let's watch some clips real quick. We're gonna watch some clips on YouTube. R.I.P. King Von. I hate this song. I really hate this song. I hate this song. Bro, he's a legend. Holy shit. That gun is retardedly small. The SVJ is a sick ass car. You guys like the SVJ? I fuck with this car heavy. Tom Cruise, best actor. That shit's fire. That shit's 1,000,000% fire. Bro, this has got to stop. Great, Ant. This is great right here. Fan gives Jinxie a Cronus. That's hilarious. This shit's retarded. Looking at the crane game, now you're gone. I will never see you again. Chad, if you ever lose one of your best friends, it's pretty sad. Mercedes with a B logo. That's a Brabus. ZR1. These cars are cool. Me personally, I wouldn't go out of my way to own one. Who is this kid? Who is this kid? Can we just forget about this song? The Canic gun is sick. Holy shit. That's a serious gun. $270 million subs. Yo, he's always eating. I swear to God, Phantom is always. Yo, me and Phantom would be hilarious together, chat. I swear on my life. He's right. I love this song, by the way. Can this song just end, please? Bro, this guy's a sick bastard. This guy's a sick bastard. Yo, McGregor's loving this shit. Little Baby's still a legend. Yeah, what do you guys think about Jack Doherty? Dude, this is KSI's brother, by the way. This is KSI's literal brother. Like, actual, I'm pretty sure blood brother. This is crazy. Why is this song? You know what people don't realize? By hating on this song, though, we're still making it relevant. That's definitely false because that's Taylor Swift, right? Everybody still listens to her. Who's Shinna Britt? Why is she blowing up right now? Bro, Diddy's fucked. Weston Holdens. If you guys ever seen Power, he's talking about Braden Weston's family. Bro, Eminem was just a different breed. What's gonna happen if this actually happens? Can someone explain this to me? What's gonna happen in the real world now with Elon Musk and these taxis if a car runs a stop sign or something like that? Like, what's wrong with people? Holy shit! All right, he might realistically be the biggest streamer right now. not wrong. All right, this shit's whack. This shit's for the birds. Yeah, so we're gonna play a game of Spectre Divide, and then we're gonna play one game of Spectre, and then I'm gonna hit the hay. Play one game of this. First green to rig to the pin. Yeah, see, like, now that shit's just, like, stuck in my fucking head now for a minute. Thank you, Phenomenon Ron, for subscribing. Appreciate you, brother. The queue for this is taking OD long. This game has so much potential, but nobody really cares about it, which is, like, kind of fucked up. Because, like, this game is fucking bomb as shit. I fuck with it heavy. But not a lot of people fuck with it. I don't know why. This should always take him forever just to play a game. This is retarded just to play. It's just bullshit. It's crazy. So I'll play something. So are you guys ready for tomorrow's stream? Because tomorrow's stream is gonna be nuts. We're gonna have Gucci third leg essentially show his test results. Write in the chat if you guys are ready for tomorrow. Like, in all honesty, chat. Just write in the chat. Let me know if you guys are ready for tomorrow. Oh, how the fuck is that guy ahead of me? Oh. 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 First place. That's what we do, chat. That's what we do. I do it for you guys. Y'all know I'm nice at this game. You guys know I'm nice. Oh, fucking A, man. That's bullshit. Oh, man. All right, so here's what I have for you guys. I need you guys to start putting clips in the Discord. I need you guys to start joining the communities so we can have better clips, and we're gonna start doing segments as well. Like tomorrow, do you guys want us to review the Big Mac, the chicken Big Mac? I'm gonna do a chicken Big Mac review tomorrow. So I appreciate you guys for tapping in with us. It was cool as fuck. Today was a good stream. Love every single one of you guys for showing love and staying in the stream. And tomorrow's a new day.